Hey, what is going on, everyone? I hope you all are having a beautiful Thursday, especially on Good Earth Day. Today, I wanted to share with you 10 top stocks that can add so much value to your investment portfolio. But before I begin, I'd like to inform you that all of the information I'll be sharing with you should be used as guidance information only. And anytime when you do make an investment, please make sure to do your research. Also, take a look at the links in the description regarding my online merchandise, other links such as natural supplements, as well as my Amazon e-commerce business where you want to support it. Take a look and let's gain on positive proceeds. Now I'm going to go ahead and talk about each stock pick here. Now starting with stock pick number one. We are looking at BlueSphere Corporation by the ticker BLSP. Now, yesterday, as well as the prior day, yesterday, this ticker ran up by over 100%, and today it still ran up in the green. We know that previously this ticker was hovering around the 005, and within one day it ran up to 3 cents, up to like 450%. It's been taking a downward trend, and SEC actually paused BLSP for trading. And while this company's share price has been so undervalued at the 002, it at least has gained all the way up now, hovering at the 006. The question is, when will it reach its prior resistance of 3 cents? I have high confidence given the context of where we are right now with just increased demand for renewable energy. I mean, we know there's an endless supply of waste while there's an endless demand for renewable energy, and that's why BLSP is put on the map and it's continuing to bull run upward. So let's not lose sight of what BLSP can do for you, because I have high conviction that 10 cents is coming very soon. Next ticker I wanted to share with you is a company called iBio that's based out in Byron, Texas. This company is actually working with Texas A&M on various vaccines. In fact, they have two COVID-19 related vaccines, the iBio 200 and the iBio 201. We shall hear toxicology data released on its iBio 201 subunit lichen protein. It also has different vaccines for swine flu as well as fibrosis. So not only are they working on these type of vaccines, they are a contract manufacturer for monoclonal antibodies for other companies. That's why I find it so unique for investing in iBio, because in the long run, what goes down will come up. And we know that this ticker in the prior year, it ran all the way up to $7. Currently, definitely undervalued. And I would say take advantage of the low price because it will run in terms of its growth with share price. And with Tom Isett revamping the whole entire clinical program as well as the finance program from a long-term perspective, this company is going into the double-digit share price range. So let's not lose sight of what iBio can do for you. It's really similar to Medigago, a plant-based company out in Canada. There's only a plant-based company in the United States. That's iBio, leveraging plant-based technology using its fast farm, high efficient, low operational costs type of company. So that's why in the long run, this company can really add value, especially with its current share price right now. Next ticker I wanted to share with you is a medical device company based out in Roseville, California, and that is Innerscope Hearing Technologies, INND. Although this share price had previously run up close to 7 cents, as you can see, it's establishing ground at the 2 cents. And at one point in April, it ran all the way up to like 5 cents. However, its floor is beginning to establish at the 3 cents. I would consider these high peaks as noisy data. From a long-term perspective, this company is going to increase in future valuation. We know that it has e-commerce set up with BJ's, Walmart, and Amazon. You can buy their product online. You can download their app here, IQ, through the Apple Store and the Google Store on your phone. You can program to the device to your needs, and it really cuts out the middleman having to go to the physician's office. And what's so interesting is that the pricing is so reasonably priced where you don't have to go to like Costco or any other expensive company that manufactures hearing aids, where you can really save about a third of the price and still get better quality for INND's product line. And please not forget that INND also has ancillary products such as like vitamin nutritions such as CBD to improve the performance of your hearing. So from a long-term perspective, I have high conviction that this company is running up to $1, where it's currently at 3 cents. You can do the math with the positive proceeds with INND. The CEO, Matthew Moore, is really going to take this company into the right positions once it gets SEC compliance in the OTC Pink. And once we hear that data, as well as getting more information on FDA guidance for over-the-counter products specific to hearing aids, this company is going to take off, and it's already headed in the right direction. Next ticker I wanted to share with you is a biotechnology company based out in San Diego, and that is Skye Bioscience, ticker SKYE. In fact, the CEO, Puneet Dillon, today, as well as investor relations 2 days ago, had presented in different conferences to really showcase the value add that this company can do for improving the lives of patients dealing with glaucoma. In fact, this company has already released preclinical trials data where its data demonstrates significant reduction to intraocular pressure, as well as providing potential neuroprotective effects to the eye. And what's interesting is that this company had just completed its chemistry manufacturing controls, CMC. That's basically a requirement to get into phase 1 human clinical trials. And Skye is focused on getting into human trials the second half of this year. That's looking very exciting. And we know in Q2 that the company will be announcing its preclinical trials data, 2 experiments ongoing, where it will release its data to further validate reduction in IOP compared to commercial available products, as well as providing data on neuroprotection. That's going to be a huge billion-dollar market. And why do I like Skye so much? It has patent protection on its prodrug that's bioengineered, working with University of Mississippi, the only entity in the whole United States that has federal DEA legal license to research and manufacture cannabis, right? It's not your typical cannabis you can buy at the local dispensary. This is precision medicine in the realm of pharmaceutical science, working with an all-star scientific review committee team. You have members from Spain, Italy, Stanford ophthalmologists, Mount Sinai as well, trying to create the best drug using cannabinoids, natural medicine, bioengineering that to provide value for patients dealing with significant medical unmet needs, and that's in glaucoma. So let's not lose sight, because from a share price standpoint, I have high conviction Skye Bioscience will break the $1, whether it be Q3, Q4, Q1 of 2022, but that time is coming, because what goes down will come up. The share price of this ticker was at the $1.19 back in 2019, so that tells you with the revamped branding, with a new CEO in place, with his solid, robust team he's worked with in the past, and his experience in uplisting companies from OTC to NASDAQ, I have high conviction Skye Bioscience will catapult when the inflection takes place. Next ticker I wanted to share with you is a company that is working on diagnostics in the companion space for dogs and animals, where it has a product called TrueForma, where you can diagnose animals to see whether you have thyroid related problems. Today it ran up by 16%, so that is huge. I have high conviction that although the share price ran close to $3 when I recommended it at 7 cents, the V-shape is coming with this company. And what if it partners up with Banfield? Andrew Cohen, the CEO, has experiencing with scaling up companies, at least in operations, and it's just a matter of when this company starts distributing products all around the world. And I have high belief that Zomedica will break through the $1, will start catapulting up. $3 to $5 looks very reasonable. It's not a matter of if, but a matter of when, if you hold this ticker long term. So from a share price standpoint, I would recommend, let's say if you have a high dollar cost average in the $2, $1.50, take advantage of dollar cost averaging down. You are investing in a company where you have so much institution buy-ins. I mean, for example, you have BlackRock invested in Zomedica. So if you think you're invested in the wrong company, think in terms of BlackRock, right? I mean, BlackRock knows what they're doing. So for those reasons, they have their money parked in Zomedica. And the reverse trend will be coming because since February, this company has been on a downward trend. But what goes down will typically start catapulting up. Let's not lose sight of Zomedica. Next ticker I wanted to share with you is Transglobal Group, TGGI, based out in China. This company, there's been talks about how this company is going to catapult up. I mean, this was at the 001 and it catapulted all the way up by 800% from its low point, right? However, it's been on a downward trend, establishing ground at 002, but it's just recently been running up. I mean, yesterday it had a very good run, close to like 40%, although today we see a downward pullback of 11% only. From a share price standpoint, I have high belief that it can start catapulting upward again. There's been talks about this company focused in the alcohol industry that it will likely get uplisted into NASDAQ, and getting into NASDAQ you need a minimum share price of like $4, right? So the question is, can TGGI run? Well, we will see with a matter of time. So this is a high risk, high reward type of play. If you have the propensity to buy like millions of shares, which isn't too costly, and if you leave it there parked, then you can potentially hit a grand slam and gain on huge positive proceeds. So I just wanted to share this high risk, high reward type of play with TGGI. Next ticker I wanted to share with you is Ascent Solar Technologies. While we know solar is running right now, I mean, in the prior months it's been on a downward trend, but this sector is beginning to pick up right now. This isn't your typical solar panel type of company. This company works with the government. It has over 70 patents, working with aerospace engineering. In fact, it has a CEO with experience coming from Singapore. I mean, just in the prior days, it's been bull running. In fact, today it gained by 14%. Yesterday, it gained even more than that. And from a share price standpoint, I mean, it ran all the way up to 7 cents from a low of 006 back in January. And a few days ago, it was at the low twos, and now it's breaking the close to 3 cents. So that just tells you that this company can reach its prior resistance, breaking the 7 cents. So that's over 120% gains right there for you. And if you hold this long term, this can definitely start catapulting up. Can it break the $1? Let's not exclude that, because with 70 patents, that can all start driving positive return on cash flow. So I would ignore the potential of Ascent Solar Technologies. Next ticker I wanted to share with you is an interesting company in the biotech realm, and that's Ocugen, OCGN. This ticker, I wanted to create a video yesterday, but I was so busy with just finals, with class. I had to present on Zoom. But with OCGN, this company continues to run. I mean, it's already bypassed 50% in positive proceeds already. This company has COVID-19 vaccines where they're trying to get EUA into India. We know India, there's an increased demand for vaccines right now. It has retinal disease vaccines. It also has diabetic treatment. So that just tells you it has a wide, robust product portfolio in high demand type of diseases. And from a share price standpoint, I mean, you could have got in at the low fives when I saw this undervalued play, when it was definitely on a downward trend, but now it's already reached close to 100% in positive proceeds. But from my perspective, it will reach its prior resistance back in week 1 of February, and that was around the $15 range. So you can still gain huge, at least 80% on positive proceed gains on a near-term swing. But if you hold this long-term, this is definitely like a $30 stock from my perspective. So let's not lose sight of the potential of OCGN, and congratulations to those who've held this long-term or got this at like the $3 range back in early February. But this company is running, and it will continue to run because it's adding value right now. And we know India has a high number of infection rates with COVID-19. Next ticker I wanted to share with you is Senseonics by the ticker SENS. Now, this ticker is a medical device company where you implant the medical device into like a patient's arm to monitor your diabetic performance. This is huge, right? Because you typically have different glucose monitoring devices where you get bolus delivery, and those would typically be external. But wouldn't it be easier if you just have it implanted in you and you can just have it recharged through RF telemetry? That's just huge. And from a share price standpoint, I mean, SENS right now is definitely undervalued at the low 170, 195. I mean, it previously ramped up to $5. It's not a matter of if it will reach $5, its prior resistance, but it's a matter of when. This is a high demand company, and from a share price standpoint, I definitely feel this is definitely undervalued for you to take advantage of this undervalued share price right now. So let's not lose sight of the potential of what SENS can do. And in terms of volume, I mean, it reached 25 million shares traded today. And from a long-term perspective, I do suspect bullish trends coming and the RSI is beginning to pick up, and it will add value to your investment portfolio. So next ticker I wanted to share with you is a digital currency play, and that is Ethereum Classic. I mean, I was recommending this ticker when it was like $12, and I mean, it previously ran up to like $49 like last week. However, it's establishing ground at the low 30s. I have a firm belief that this ticker will break through $250 if you hold it long term. When will that happen? Will that happen end of 2021, 2022? But $250 does not seem far out because this is definitely a high value play. I mean, just looking at this before the run up, I mean, I really liked it because looking at the prior resistance, this was like close to like $40 back in 2017, 2018. Before this run up, it never even reached this prior resistance, while you have Bitcoin, you have Ethereum, you have other digital currency plays already bypassing its performance, and it wasn't until last week where it bypassed its prior resistance. So that's fairly new. So the bull runs are coming, and that's why the binoculars are on ETC at this time, and there's a lot more buying than selling, and as a result the price is increasing in valuation. So let's not lose sight of ETC. So overall, that sums up the 10 ticker plays I wanted to share with you, and I hope that this video was valuable. And if you have any comments, questions, please leave it down below. I'd love to answer any questions you have. Thank you so much for watching another episode at All I See Is W. Thank you all. Have a great day. Goodbye.